Shukran. Vile mnavyojua, sisi tulipigania sana hii muundo wa serikali ya counties, yaani kuleta ugatuzi katika taifa letu ili wananchi waweze kupata huduma kwa njia ya urahisi zaidi. Devolution was meant to bring services closer to the people and to serve the people. Unfortunately, and as I've had the occasion to say several times, we are seeing abuses of devolution. The devolution is not serving the purpose for which it was intended in the first place for our people. There are a lot of things that are happening that are tantamount to abuse of positions in the structures of devolution. And here I don't want to praise the executive at the expense of the legislature. Both sides bear a certain amount of blame. And this I want to say. I have had occasion to talk at the various fora, particularly the governor's annual meetings, my meetings with other county assemblies, including the Taita Taveta County Assembly. I've had occasion to talk to them. I've addressed others in Mandera, I've addressed Kisumu, Siaya, Nairobi, even the county of Mombasa. But what I'm saying is that we must find a lasting solution to this problem. The idea of blackmail will not help, particularly when it comes to the process of budgeting. When it comes to budgeting, you find that the legislature try to abuse their role of oversight and take over the process of budgeting. I've seen this happen year in, year out. When the budget cycle comes, the MCS push for what they call constituency development fund. Ward development fund, which they want to themselves be able to control. Now, the legislature does not have a role of execution. If members of parliament wanted to execute projects in their constituencies, then members of the county assemblies also want to execute projects in their wards, then what will be the responsibility of the executive? Then who is going to do the oversight? The functions of the county assembly members is to do the oversight. The legislature's role in general is representation, legislation, and oversight, period. So it is not the work of the legislature to execute. That amounts to conflict of interest, because there will be now nobody to do the oversight role. And that's the reason why we want to see this abuse stop. And the other one is the idea of members of parliament or of the assemblies running out of their counties, supposed to go and do the work of the counties in other counties for the purposes of just earning allowances. It's again an abuse. Why should members of the Taita Taveta County Assembly go to Mombasa, to Nairobi, to come and sit down and do their work? Why should members of County Assembly from Kisumu, Kakamega, go to Naivasha, or to Eldoret, or to Nairobi to come and do their work? They should be doing the work right inside the counties. So a lot of money that is being sent to the ground, that devolved, does not go for development as was intended. 70% of the funds which are devolved go merely for consumption, for recurrent expenditure. Only 30%, or if not less, goes for the development. The wananchi are being denied the development which the devolution was intended. And this must stop. This must stop here. This is what we are saying. And we want to find a way of dealing with this issue in a broader way sense. Some of them will be addressed when we address our own governance structures in the referendum that will be coming shortly. But for now, we want to see some kind of understanding, some kind of dialogue that will take place. I've discussed with this team here, led by the governor, and I've asked for some amount of understanding and caution. Yes, I know that the governor and his team want us to go back to the debe. Na sisi tunasema ikiwa kama hakuna suluhu, basi hakuna njia nyingine. Hakuna njia nyingine. Manake wananchi wana nguvu, wana uwezo ya kusema ndio au la. Lakini kama tujafika kule, mimi ningependa kuambia wale ma MCS wa Taita Taveta wakubali waketi chini pamoja na gavana na watu yake chini ya mwongozo ya Senate kama suluhu itapatikana. Lakini ikiwa kama haitapatikana, basi tunasema basi iwe na mfano. Manake mimi nimeona Kisumu kuna shida hivi. Upande ya Homa Bay kuna shida namna hiyo. Hapa Nairobi hivyo. Kule Mombasa namna hiyo. Hatutaki kuona kama kila mara kama kuna mfumo wa msimu ya budget tunakuwa na shida kiasi hizi. Kwa hivyo tumesema ya kwamba kuna wembe na wewe ukiona kama jirani ananyolewa, anza kutia maji kichwani, na hivi sivyo utanyolewa bila maji. Kwa hivyo nasema tuliona ile wakati ile ya Makueni iliingia njia, rais alikuja akasaidia, lakini mpaka wakati lini? Kwa hivyo tumesema ikiwa kama jamaa hawataweza kukaa chini na kupata suluhu ya haraka, basi mambo yatakuwa namna hiyo. Sisi tunasema namna hiyo, na wale wengine yote kila mahali ambayo wako waone hii na wakome hii maneno, ili wananchi waweze kupata huduma ambayo inastahili. Asanteni sana. My position has been very clear on this matter. I have said that as a country, we must manage our wage bill. Otherwise, this country becomes a very unattractive investment destination. You can see that the cost of doing business in this country is too high because of our wage bill. We need to address several other factors which are affecting the shopping basket in our country, so that the wage bill can be brought down. It cannot go higher up. And our leadership, particularly, start with the executive and then go to the legislature, must lead by example. The moment Parliament adds itself salaries, tomorrow there will be teachers, the other day there will be nurses, and there will be doctors, and the cycle goes on and goes, and then there will be KOTU. So the cycle continues and continues that way. Up to when? So our members of Parliament should be an example to our members of County Assembly. In fact, seeing the state of this economy and reducing the wage bill. I stand strongly in support of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission in this matter. And the Salaries and Remuneration Commission was given the powers in the Constitution to set the salaries and remuneration of all public servants. And public servants include members of Parliament and members of the executive. And that is how it should be. I don't think that there should be compromise in this matter. Asante sana. Shukran.